Have you ever pondered how ancient civilizations, despite the formidable barriers of deserts, mountains, and seas, managed to connect and exchange not just goods but cultures and ideas? It turns out the ancient world was surprisingly interconnected, thanks to remarkable trade routes, the highways of their era. Join us as we embark on a historical adventure to discover the top 5 ancient trade routes that not only shaped civilizations but also brought the far-flung corners of the world into contact. Our first stop takes us to the chilly north, where the Amber Road begins its journey from the Baltic Sea coasts, traversing through Europe to reach the warm Mediterranean. Beginning in 16th century BC, this route was named after the amber, a gemstone prized by ancient civilizations for its beauty and supposed magical properties. Amber, formed from the resin of prehistoric trees, journeyed thousands of miles to adorn the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in Rome and Greece. But the Amber Road was more than a pathway for this golden stone. It was a vital link for the exchange of goods, like furs and honey, weaving a complex network of trade that bound together the diverse cultures of ancient Europe. The significance of the Amber Road stretches beyond commerce. It facilitated cultural exchanges and allowed for the spread of technologies and ideas between tribes and emerging cities. Imagine Celtic tribes trading amber for Roman wine, or Greek philosophers wearing Baltic amber as a symbol of wisdom. The route also spurred the development of settlements and towns, turning once isolated regions into bustling centers of trade and interaction. Despite its economic and cultural importance, the Amber Road also had its darker aspects, such as the slave trade, which reminds us of the complex legacy of these ancient trade networks. The route's impact on the development of European civilization is undeniable, offering us a glimpse into how ancient societies were surprisingly globalized. Moving on to the spice routes, we journey back to a time when these paths were the world's lifeline. Established around 2000 BCE and stretching from the Malabar coast of India through the Arabian Peninsula reaching the Mediterranean, these routes connected distant lands across continents. The quest for spices like black pepper, cinnamon, cardamom, and cloves didn't just add flavor to food. It fueled the ambitions of empires and adventurers alike. These aromatic treasures were worth more than their weight in gold, driving the economies of ancient societies and prompting explorers to brave perilous seas and unknown lands. By the time Vasco da Gama navigated around Africa's Cape of Good Hope in 1498, reaching India and establishing a sea route, the spice routes had already been a hub of international trade for millennia. These routes were not mere commercial arteries, but vibrant channels for cultural exchange, facilitating the spread of languages, religions, and artistic traditions across continents. They brought the East and West into close contact, with Roman glassware, Chinese silk, and Arabian horses crossing paths in bustling markets. The spice routes were also a catalyst for technological innovation, inspiring advancements in navigation and shipbuilding. The astrolabe, a device used for navigating by the stars, and the latine sail, which allowed ships to sail against the wind, were innovations born from the necessity of traversing these challenging routes. The impact of the spice routes extends beyond their commercial significance. They were instrumental in shaping the course of history, laying the groundwork for the interconnected world we live in today. Turning our attention to the incense route, established around the 7th century BCE, this ancient pathway reveals a world where the aroma of frankincense and myrrh permeated the air, connecting the Arabian Peninsula to the Mediterranean. Originating in the southern Arabian lands of today's Yemen and Oman, this route was a lifeline for the transport of not just incense, but also silk, spices, and precious gems. These goods were highly prized in the ancient world for their use in religious ceremonies, medicine, and as luxury items for the elite. The route thrived as a complex network of land and sea paths, with goods transported overland by camel caravans to ports along the Red Sea, then by ship across the Mediterranean to Europe. This journey was fraught with challenges, from navigating harsh desert terrains to braving the unpredictable seas. Yet, it fostered the growth of prosperous cities like Petra in Jordan and Palmyra in Syria, which became cultural melting pots where Arabian, Greek, and Roman influences merged. The significance of the incense route extends beyond commerce. It facilitated the exchange of ideas and technologies with the Arabian saddle, and the domestication of the camel revolutionizing transportation and trade. The route also played a critical role in the spread of religions, with Christianity, Islam, and Judaism finding new followers along its path. The legacy of the incense route is a testament to the human spirit's resilience and ingenuity, demonstrating how ancient societies overcame environmental and logistical challenges to connect disparate parts of the world. Moving along, the Silk Road, established during the Han Dynasty around the 2nd century BCE, was not merely a single path, but an extensive network of trade routes connecting China to the Mediterranean. Stretching over 4,000 miles, it traversed through the heart of Asia, crossing daunting landscapes like the Taklamakan Desert, the Pamir Mountains, and the vast steppes of Central Asia. This route was the conduit for silk, a luxurious commodity that epitomized the wealth and sophistication of the East, to the Roman Empire igniting a fascination with the exotic and the unknown in the Western world. However, the Silk Road's significance extends far beyond the silk trade. It facilitated an unparalleled cultural exchange. Ideas, religions, and technologies flowed freely along this route. Buddhism spread from India to China and beyond, while innovations such as paper-making and gunpowder and the concept of the compass traveled from China to the West, revolutionizing societies. Key cities along the Silk Road, such as Samarkand in modern-day Uzbekistan and Chang'an, now known as Xi'an in China, thrived as cultural and commercial hubs. Here, traders, scholars, and travelers from various continents met, exchanged ideas, and coexisted in a vibrant multicultural milieu. The Silk Road was a testament to humanity's inherent desire for exploration and connection, illustrating that even in ancient times, our world was deeply interconnected, shaping civilizations in profound and lasting ways. Bridging the vast Sahara Desert, the trans-Saharan trade routes emerged as a crucial network around the 8th century CE, linking the sub-Saharan African kingdoms with the Mediterranean and Middle Eastern worlds. This network was pivotal in the exchange of gold, salt, slaves, ivory, and other luxury goods, creating a bridge between West African empires like Ghana, Mali, and Songhai and North African traders. The prosperity of these routes catalyzed the growth of legendary cities such as Timbuktu and Gao, which became renowned centers of trade, learning, and culture. The camel's introduction around the 3rd century CE transformed these trade routes. Adaptable to the Sahara's harsh conditions, camels enabled traders to carry large loads of goods across the desert, facilitating the movement of wealth across continents. This exchange not only enriched the African and Islamic worlds economically, but also culturally and spiritually, as Islam spread deeper into sub-Saharan Africa, influencing its social and political structures. These routes underscore the ingenuity of ancient traders in overcoming the environmental challenges of the Sahara, creating a complex network of commerce that connected distant peoples and cultures. The impact of the trans-Saharan trade routes was profound, fostering a period of significant cultural, intellectual, and economic growth in African history. They highlight Africa's integral role in the ancient global economy and its contributions to the cultural and intellectual heritage of the world, demonstrating the continent's connectivity and influence on a global scale. As we conclude our journey through the ancient trade routes, it's clear these pathways were more than mere conduits for goods. They were the lifelines of cultural exchange, technological advancement, and economic development that shaped the world. These routes illustrate the interconnectedness of humanity, bridging vast distances and diverse cultures. They remind us of our shared history and the enduring spirit of exploration. What ancient trade route fascinates you the most and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below and have a lovely day.